That scope set up to show you some pictures you'd be sketching. And I will tell you, I have a pad up here, I'm going to tell you why I want you to be sure that you sketch in the picture. You're going to find that the pictures and the scopes look a lot like what you're going to see. Now, on your on what you did, you might see some. All I do is type in a search mode. I use Google. And I type in like leaf cross section. I must get 100,000 hits. I pick the one I like the best, and I'll play with it and work it up, and I put it on there. Now, the very first one, I let the lines up. Now, I have a word bank on the side indicating those words match those lines. Now, the one under it, you see there's no lines. I'm telling you, you put the lines in the words too. I don't care where you put the line at. Now, I was talking to Hugo and them. Some folks will take those words and letter them, A, B, C, D, and then draw lines, say here's A and here's B. I don't do it that way because I don't know what A is. If the first one is xylem, I'm going to write xylem so I can learn that what it is. If you write A down there, that doesn't help you at all later on. So, but there's some things I'm going to show you on the screen to help you, because a lot of folks will be going, what's the difference in mesophyll and palisade? I'm about to show you that. And that second scope right there, it's got a cross section in it of a pine leaf, a pine needle. It is beautiful. I like to have pictures like might put on my wall. It's so nice. But you'll see them later on. They're turned off right now.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, you'll see them. You're going to be drawing all of them in a minute. But I want to take this and show you the terms, where the things are. I hope I hit everything that I'm ever going to ask you for. And I got a number of pictures on them. I just said a minute ago and just caught them up here. This one, the labels are on it. I would take the labels off myself to use it, but I'll show you something. If you look right here, and you can't see it, there's a fine waxy covering. It's just made, it's just wax. And that wax is called the cuticle. Now, if you have a magnolia leaf, that's real thick. And the other leaves, like if you take a leaf off of like a mimosa tree, it's real delicate. Trees that are designed to stay in the sun all the time have thick cuticles so you don't lose that water. If you're a shade tree, you have thin cuticles because you're shaded. So now, this layer of cells right here, a single layer of cells, that's just called the upper epidermis. And there's the lower epidermis. Now, everything between here, here's the problem. The word mesophyll is not on here at all. Well, right there it is. Between the upper and between the lower, all these cells are called mesophyll. They're just called mesophyll. Now, the real tall ones, like the columns of a palace, those are your palisade. They're always on top. They're always superior. And down here, these kind of round, kind of just thrown in there here and there. Those are spongy. Now, this is the airspace. Now, there's an opening right here. Now, the opening, and my very first, I found a great slide showing you the bottom surface of a leaf and all the little slits in it, which are called stomata. One is a stoma. If I show you 5 of them, I gotta say stomata. So you have, and if I look here, they say stoma. If I had lines drawn to both of them and say, what is that? Then you better say stomata, for plural. Now, every stoma consists of 2 cells. There's one there and one there. They're called guard cells. And they open and close and let air in, let air out. Now, he's not breathing like you are. You're not doing that. But air can move into that leaf, and air can move out. What comes out of the leaf is oxygen, and what goes in is carbon dioxide. He takes our trash, carbon dioxide, and uses it to make food. And then he breathes out the oxygen, which is his trash, that we need. Now, so what I would, if I want to indicate mesophyll, I would put a bracket. I'd put a bracket. Say everything in this bracket is mesophyll. I'd have an inner bracket saying, well, the tall ones are palisade mesophyll, and the kind of round-looking ones are the spongy mesophyll. It is all mesophyll. All right. This is the airspace. I might have a line drawn there. What is that? There's nothing there. It's an airspace, and you find where you find airspaces, top or bottom. Always on the bottom. All right. This right here is a vein. You have xylem and you have phloem. Now, the xylem is always carrying water up to the leaves, and the phloem, I think of the word food, the F sound. Phloem is carrying food down to the roots for the roots to grow. So, always on top, now there's the vein, right? And we also call that vascular tissue. Your vascular system is your blood vessels. So, on the top would be the xylem, and on the bottom would be the phloem.
And what was that phloem again? What does it do?
What are you asking me?
What does it do again?
It carries food down. Water travels up the elevator, food travels down, and they're going back and forth in that vein.
So
That leaf has got to have water to make food. Now, when you water the leaf, that's not how the water gets in that leaf. If you water your plants, you may put that water on the ground, or the roots take the water in, not the leaves. So you be real sure if you're going to water a house plant, you want to water the pot. Because the water travels up and out. And then these, you see the little dots right there? You see little dots or not? The little dots are chloroplasts, and they're green. That's where you find chlorophyll. When you did that thing where we had them crawl, you were crushing the chloroplast to get the pigment out and let it crawl up that paper. Now, so I just told you about the air spaces, about the vein, which consists of xylem. It's a Z sound, xylem and phloem. All the dots. Now, not this whole thing. This is a cell. The little dots inside are the chloroplast. Now I'm going to take this off, put a new one on, and show you another look at this stuff.
can I ask you a question?
Now, let me take this one up, make it fire away your question. Alright. This is a maple leaf. So, actually, that one there is a silver maple. That's beside the point. I want to show you the same thing. Alright. It's hard to see, but there's a waxy covering. There's a waxy covering on top of this, which is not labeled. These cells on top, it says epidermis, that's the upper epidermis. So these cells are the lower, and the epidermis again, lower epidermis. Now, this is a blood vessel, not blood vessel, this is a leaf vessel. The top would be the xylem, and the bottom would be the phloem. Now, everything between here and here, all this stuff right there. Now, they call it parenchyma. And you can do that because mesophyll is also called parenchyma. I hate it when they have 4 or 5 words for the same thing. And plants do that. So, I could call this, now on my sheets, I like the word mesophyll, it means middle. I don't know what the word, but see, they had mesophyll right here, though. These cells right here, the tall, long columns, that's your palisade. I've seen books say palisade cell. They've said palisade mesophyll, and now they're saying palisade parenchyma. It's the same thing. And down here, kind of like peanuts, they're the spongy ones. Now, again, see your dots? Those are the chloroplasts in this cell. Now, there's an opening, and this guard cell is on both sides of it. If the guard cell swells up, the opening closes. If the guard cell shrinks, the opening it opens. And air passes back and forth. Now, these are more tightly packed than these are. The air spaces are down among these cells. These kind of tight together. So this, and they say stoma. The only point to one, they can't say stomata. That'd be 2, right? And it is a pore. It's a pore. And gases can go back and forth to the pore. Now there's a cuticle. They show it right there. That's that waxy covering on both sides. There's more. It's up here too, but I don't see it. But it really is up there. This, what I call a vein, they call the vascular bundle sheath. Actually, this is the sheath. And these are the blood vessels inside it. This thing, I would call a vein. And some folks call that a vascular bundle. That's fine. It is a vascular bundle. All right. I don't know. I specialize in botany in college, and therefore this stuff is really ringing bells to me. I didn't specialize in fungi and things like that. But botany, this is my animal. I like botany. Yes.
So the dark blue is gonna be the xylem.
I would
and
say
the
xylem.
Light blue is the phylum.
The phloem.
Phloem, sorry.
Yeah, you got the phloem. Phloem. And the xylem is carrying water, and the phloem sounds like food to me, carrying food. These things have made that food. I gotta get that food down to the roots so they can keep growing and picking up more water.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that about the guard cell? I didn't get that one.
What's the what there?
The guard
Oh,
cell?
the guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the function?
The function is to open and close this opening right here.
Okay, there's tumor.
There's an opening right there.
Okay.
And when the cell swells up, the opening closes.
Okay.
And when it shrinks, the opening opens. Guard cells, and you're gonna see pictures of guard cells. That first scope has a nice underview of a lot of guard cells. Yeah.
Can you go back to the first picture I wanted to ask?
I've already got this gone. It's not a PowerPoint. I'm showing individual pictures. This is not a PowerPoint. I gotta go off. That's the one I showed you right there. That's the one I showed you.
Those,
What are you looking at?
the guards, okay, the stoma and
Okay,
stuff.
okay, this
And the guard
is
cells.
one stoma right here. There's a guard cell and a guard cell.
So a guard cell is a stoma?
The guard cell makes the stoma.
Makes,
Look at my two fingers. Okay, this is the stoma. It's open or closed.
close.
And now, what is it now?
Open.
Okay.
Open. The guard cells make open and close. This is the stoma. And the two fingers, those are two guard cells that make it open and close.
Okay.
All right. Let me get, I can find it right here. You're gonna see one like, well, this is one more. And let me make it bigger. All right, this is as simple as they come, obviously. Now, what do you think number one is showing you?
Cuticle.
The cuticle. What do you think number two is showing you?
Upper epidermis.
Epidermis. Now, this is not labeled, but what would this be right here? Ray?
So I think this one,
No. It's equal to this one is on the bottom.
That's okay.
the
The
mesophile.
No.
The function.
It's equal to this, but it's on the bottom.
Oh, it's the lower.
It's the lower.
Epidermis.
All right. Now, there's an opening, right?
So that would be.
What do you call the opening?
The guard cell?
Now, what do you call the opening?
Stoma.
Now, what do you call the two cells that make it open and close?
Oh, the guard cell.
Guard cells. The whole thing is a stoma,
Okay.
but the two guard cells open and close it.
Okay.
So the guard cells makes the stoma. All right. Now, what would you call everything inside here?
That's okay.
The mesophil. And the tall ones are called what?
Palisade.
I would say mesophil or parenchyma. And the kind of scattered around ones?
Spongy.
Are spongy. What do you call this in here?
The airspace.
The airspace, the air goes in. They need, I say air, they need the carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
And they're gonna release oxygen that we need. Plants are our buddies.
What is the 7? Is that the?
Number 7, what would that be going through there?
Is that the vessel?
That's the vessel.
And then you
Vessel,
have the
vein.
xylem
And if I had, and the upper tubes be called what?
the xylem.
And the lower tubes are called?
The
Flow.
You're already catching on.
flow cell.
There's nothing to it, really. And the more I show you,
Okay, so explain the guard cell. So the two dots are.
the two dots
guard
are guard
cells.
cells, and they go like this.
Okay,
And when they swell up, they close. So my hands represent two guard cells. They're closed. They're open.
Open.
That's all there is. This is a stomata. That's a stoma, right here. My hand is a stoma. And the stoma is made of what?
Guard cell.
My hand, which are guard cells. And right now the guard cells are closed, so air can't go in. And then, now they're open. And the guard cells, this is a pore, right? Well, we call that a stoma.
So the cells are called guard cells, and then the movement it makes is the stoma.
No, the structure is a stoma.
Okay.
What is this? What is this? What is this? A hand. What's it made of?
Tissue.
Tissues and fingers, right? Well,
And
if I do this number here,
Joints.
okay, my two hands represent
Blood cells.
the guard cells or the stoma.
The stoma.
One of my hands represents one of the
Guard cells.
guard cells.
Okay.
And then if the guard cells open, then the stoma is open. If the guard cells close, then the stoma is
Closed.
That's
So it's basically just a part of.
it's a part of a bigger structure.
Okay.
All right,
That's
now.
epidermis.
You're going to see this picture coming up. This is across the leaf. This is the center where the veins in the center of it. And it's, now, if you look, right there, we've been looking here at it. Now, the waxy covering, what would you call it?
Cuticle.
The cuticle. The first layer of cells are called. This bottom layer is called. There's also another one down here.
A cuticle.
Cuticle. Now, everything from here to here is called.
There's a cuticle.
The tall ones are called.
Palisade.
The kind of bunchy ones are called.
Spongy.
Nothing is called.
Air.
The opening is a stoma, and the cells on both sides are
It's the
they.
guard cells.
You got it. You got it. There's nothing to it. And this would be what's called the central vein. That's that mid rib going down to the middle.
What is the vascular tissue?
It'd be right in here.
So it's just it's not necessarily.
It's that middle. It's that middle line running down. I'll show you more in a minute. That's a very simple one. Let me show you another one. This in here is a lot like what we have over there. On this picture, now there is your vascular tissue. Now, what is this part?
That is the xylem.
The xylem. And what's that part?
The flow.
What's the whole thing called? Vascular tissue or vein.
Okay.
Now, can't see it, but what do you know is on top of this thing?
The cuticle.
And that lower row cell, the row of cells there is called.
Epidermis.
You can't see it. What's here also?
Cuticle.
That row of cells there.
Lower epidermis.
Everything here to here.
Is mesopause.
All right. The tall ones,
Palisade.
the kind of bunchy ones,
Spongy.
where nothing is.
Airspace.
Now I don't see a stomach. Do you see an opening? I suggest the cut probably missed it.
There's a dot, the very far bottom left, right there. But I don't know if it's open or closed.
Yeah, so it'd be obviously be closed, but that might be somewhere where guard cell is.
Are stomas always on the bottom, or are they?
Yes.
Okay.
There might be a few on top, but if you're going to go looking for them, look on the bottom.
Okay.
There are. See how cram-packed these are? Any air spaces in there?
No, not
And a stoma opens into an air space. So if there's no air space, what do you need a stoma for? So the air spaces are on the bottom, and the stoma open up into a space, so you don't find them on top of the leaf.
Is the job of a stoma to
Is what now?
The job of a stoma is it to exchange the gases?
It is to allow gases to go in and go out.
Okay.
All right. I got one more I think to show you.
beneficial.
I'll show you all of them. And what I did, I came to I find my pictures. You can find them too. Just good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I use Google, but I just type in leaf, and I type in cross section. And I cut it off. That's good. Then you cut it right. And I click on it, and I like the images, and I go looking. Now, there's one there I could have used, and to get it, to capture it, what I do, I right click on it, save the image as, and I put it right there. And now it's in that same folder. I find another one I like. I used that one already. This is one I could have used. I right click on it, save picture as, let it go. I know where it's going to be at. Find me another one I like. Oh, let me look up pine needle. Cross. See if I get it'll finish the word. There you go. See, it'll finish for you when you find cross section. The one you're going to see, it's kind of like this one here. It's going to look like that. I'm going to save it. I'll come back to you next. That's another nice one there. And you're going to see they all got like a round top and a flat bottom.
Thank you.
Now I'll show you in a minute. Now this is another nice picture I didn't get. Now when I'm done, I close it. I go to my computer, and I go to wait. Now, I like to view thumbnails so I can see the pictures. There they are. And one I just got a minute ago, there it is. And I'm just cutting and pasting. The new one I got was that one right there. If I use this one, that's not a pine needle, by the way. But again, there's your vascular area. There's your upper epidermis, there's your lower epidermis. There's your palisade, there's your spongy. Again, the airspace, there's no room in here for airspace. They're cram packed like books on a shelf. The room is down here. And the green, of course, is chlorophyll. So, with that being done, you have all the information you need now to label those pictures. But what you must